up, everybody? It's TERZO, and we're back with another review. And in the previous video that you guys saw, which is the Frankenstein, released by Vito Metalli and Lupita at Custom Horror Figures. Check that video out. It's in the link should be in the description below. If not, just go back to my previous video. But in that video, you guys saw me unboxing two figures before I actually got to that unboxing. And the first one I unboxed is this piece right here, Conan, which is done by Dario Barbera, and I got this piece from my friend Andrea Pagni, which is Andrea Pagni in Italian, and he's all the way from Italy. Duh. And he hit me up. He had a few Conans for sale. He was having Dario do an upgraded version of his Conan on a new caustic plastic body, the seamless one. So he was getting rid of this one, and I was like, yeah, man, let's go. Let's do it. He had another one that he was selling with the Sever Tulsa Doom head, which, if you guys don't know, in the first movie, that's the main bad guy that killed Conan's father. At the end, he chops off his head. It was a cool piece. It went to somebody else. He gave me the first choice. I could have had both or whatever, but I chose this one. This is my kind of Conan. When he's got the war paint on, when he's in Tulsa Doom's temple and he's going there to assassinate. This scene to me is badass. So, this is a piece done by an artist called Dario Barbera. He's in Italy as well, and he kind of started out with doing a lot of pieces that he would take, you know, parts from eBay and customize them. Like, he would obviously get the caustic plastic bodies. He would take like Commando, Terminator, he would take like Hot Toys Commando, Schwarzenegger head sculpts or bodies, or he would take like Terminator 2 bodies. He'd shave off the head, repaint the whole thing, rehair it, and that's how he would kind of make these Conans. Now, I don't know if this is done with a Commando body or a Terminator body, but it is an Arnold Schwarzenegger body. And the head sculpt, I don't know if it's a Hot Toys or whatever it is, but it's all been altered and everything like that to make what this is. And that's how Dario started, essentially. And just, these pieces are magnificent. This is one of his older pieces, but not too old. I don't know if this is a 2017, 2018 piece. I don't know. Andrea told me, but I kind of forgot. So I apologize for that. But follow Dario Barbera on his Instagram. I'm going to try to put it in the description below. But this piece is amazing. I think even if it's an older piece, it's still one of the best Conans on the market that's ever been made. Dario's made plenty of Conans. Now, his Conans right now range from 2K plus. So he's definitely stepped up. Some of his work is in museums. So he's really just become the epitome of Conan. So Conan, which is a 1980s movie. Conan is a story about a barbarian who was captured as a child, where his whole entire clan was destroyed, wiped out, and they were wiped out because of their talent to make the best swords with the best steel. And they were wiped out by this guy named Tulsa Doom. And Conan was enslaved, and he was used for battle and, you know, for betting and just all that kind of stuff. And then he was released, had his freedom, and he became a barbarian trying to survive, a thief, and so on and so forth. And he kind of went onto a quest for vengeance because he encountered clues where he could find the people that murdered his clan, his whole entire village. And this character is portrayed by Arnold Schwarzenegger, obviously, and obviously this movie is based on the old school comics of Conan, but this is more kind of like a in-life thing, where the other one the comic actually had other elements of more mysticism and magic than there are portrayed in the movie. The movie's excellent. It's pretty much the movie that put Arnold Schwarzenegger on the map, other than Terminator. So if you guys haven't seen it, I don't know what rock you're living under, but go check it out. Anyway, so let's start with the piece. So Dario made the boots. He used a pleather. I believe he stitched them together. He put a sole on them. Leather strappings going around and some fur. Just magnificently done. Then I believe he stitched the pants, and he used this nice like velvet, not velvet, but it's a nice suede, should I say, but a really shaven down suede. And he's obviously painted to make the war stripes on the pants, and it's perfectly to Schwarzenegger's build. You know, so Arnold Schwarzenegger was at his like peak of excellence during these times. This when he was his beefiest, just coming off from becoming Mr. Universe and all that. And then you move up to his belt, which is a custom belt, you know, pleather, It has fur that he's put on himself. Just really, really well done. What can I say? You know, Conan is pretty simplistic but very complex at the same time. His clothing is mostly fur and just pelts, but it's just how the presence of this figure resembles Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan, because Schwarzenegger is Conan, Conan is Schwarzenegger. When you see and hear those names, you associate the two together, obviously. Now, obviously, you see his sheath on the side, which is made of fur and pelts, and that was done by a different artist over in Italy. I'm not sure his name, but he did an excellent job with all the strappings. The blade actually goes in there, the sword goes in there. It's perfect. It's just on the hook system. Absolutely wonderful. The posability is all there on the legs. He's got movability. Then you move up to his torso, and it's beautifully painted, and it is Arnold Schwarzenegger's body. Now, this is obviously, I think, an old school Hot Toys body that was portrayed after Schwarzenegger, but the arms are rubber, and the body's actually all rubber. I don't want to say like silicone, but I believe it's like a high quality rubber, and Dario painted it. He added veinage to it. You can see subtle veins in the arms. You can see the black war paints that he did when he was infiltrating the building. He's got blood splatter on his right arm, and the splatter's like beautifully, beautifully done. Then he's got these nice leather strappings on his arm, war paint on his arm. Then he's got the classic open hand, and it comes with other hands, a closed fist, and another gripping hand that had blood on it. And just the structure and the build of the chest and everything. He's got blood on the chest. It's just, it's Conan. It's the perfect Conan body, I think. Now you obviously have the caustic plastic bodies that are actually made for Conan, or made for Arnold Schwarzenegger type builds. So that's what Dario's using now. But this is just, if you're not going to go with that, you're going to go with this. So top two right there. Then you see his necklace, which is a necklace that he had, and it's just perfectly done. Obviously Dario made it, customized it, and it is everything's screen accurate. It's an absolutely amazing piece. Now, this is an older piece, so it doesn't come with a box or anything like that. It came with a COA, and it says Dual Customs, which is the certificate of authenticity. Thank you for your purchase. Conan war paint figure. This is an original handmade artwork by Dual Do Custom Works. Oh, okay, 7/2017, that's when it was made. Now, I don't know if this is a one of one. I believe essentially they were telling me this is a one of one made by Dario. He's made other ones, but this is the only one made in this manner, so that's also a really cool thing to have. Now you move up to the head sculpt, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, absolutely beautiful modified head sculpt with absolutely rooted hair, just absolutely perfect drapes. He's got that just evil, ready for battle, just absolutely wonderful. I absolutely am infatuated with Conan in this format, this war paint version. This is where he was the most BA, the most brutal, and just, oh man, I wouldn't want to go up with this guy. Now, just so you guys know, the blade is made of metal, and it's heavy blade. I do not know if Dario did the blade. I don't know if it came with the caustic plastic set back in the day. It's an older set. You guys can find them, the Mr. Toys caustic plastic accessory set. But either way, it works. So, absolutely wonderful. Now Dario, he's doing a run of Battle of the Mounds, which is the version where Conan in the first movie has his second to last battle with Tulsa Doom's like generals. And they set up this war pit and all that, and he has all these traps, kind of like a Home Alone gory version. And Conan beats the hell out of him, and he's got all this armor, helmet with horns. Dario's doing that, and it's coming with an amazing wooden box, amazing necklace, all the weapons you could think of, and that's all custom. So I'm on that run. The only thing is, it's going to take some time for Dario to do it, because he's working with companies, he's putting his work in museums, he's just doing a bunch of things. So I'm patient for that one. It's going to be pricey, but it's going to be worth all the pennies. Actually, Andrea has the prototype to that one. So if you do follow Andrea's Instagram, which is it's darkandrew84 on Instagram, you can see pictures of it, or just follow Bario Barbera on Instagram or Facebook. But this is all the glory, and this piece was never really touched. As soon as Andrea got it, he told me he just left it in this pose right out the bubble wrap, which is what I did, and that's what it is, guys. So paint, I gotta give this a 9 out of 10 because it's got the faded skin tone, but it's still got that white tone to it that he sported. The blacks are perfect. The lines, you know, you think it's simple to just do a basic line, kind of tribal design on his chest and all that in his back, but it's hard to do straight lines. So that's a 10 out of 10. Likeness, I give it a 9 out of 10. Now, obviously, that's due to the previous head sculpt that was on there, made by Hot Toys, I believe. The hair, I'm gonna rate his hair because that's what he did on it, Dario's. I give that a 10 out of 10. Like I said, paintwork, amazing. Clothing, for the clothing, I give that a 9 out of 10. Just absolute awesome. Presentation, I'm going to give it a 7 because it didn't come with a box, just a COA and a few hands. Could have came with a little more presentation, but this, you got to remember, this is 2017, back on the older school times. But, you know, still, amazing piece. Collectability, very, I wouldn't say rare, but it's very... once in a while you see a Dario Barbera piece that's a war paint version. I don't think I've really ever seen a war paint version. I've seen a Conan the Destroyer version, or I've seen just a regular Conan, not the war paint. I've only seen this one and the one that he's posted on his Instagram, and he's probably done more, but I've never seen them resell very often unless I'm looking in the wrong areas. But absolutely awesome. Dario Barbera is the best Conan maker on the planet. And even the blood on the sword, just absolutely spectacular. So, very happy to have this. It came on a base that Andrew actually gifted me as an extra. I'm sure he just got it online or something. I don't think it's a custom, but it's just Conan in the war paint version. So, very happy to have this. Thank you, Andrea. You know, we don't just collect horror here. I collect as much as I can. You know, I love these movies. I used to watch these movies as a kid, and this was one of my dad's favorite movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger was his guy. So anything Schwarzenegger I can get, I will take. You know, it's just nostalgia to the maximum for me. So once again, guys, please subscribe and share. Hit the notification bell because YouTube's notifications suck, but that way you guys will be notified as soon as anything drops. Come to 16 Horror, the Facebook group, because we announce runs. There's exclusive pictures, great community, and just overall good people. I'm an administrator, and there's other administrators, Rob, Victor, Ron. So just come on down, join up, apply, answer the questions. You'll get accepted, and just welcome to the community, and just love it. Just, we love horror. This isn't obviously horror, but you know, that's what the group is for. So if you're into horror and other things, just come join us. And yeah, I'm excited for everything else. So shout out to Dario Barbera, shout out to Andrea. Absolutely amazing piece. Love it. Until next time, guys, stay sick, conquer your collection.